I'm sitting here with Draconian. Hello, everyone. So, how are you doing?
We're good. Tired. Good.
It's okay.
Halfway there.
You are now in the middle of your headlining tour. How is it all going? How are the shows? How are the fans reacting?
Well, the fans are really happy that for the first time ever, Draconian is touring.
We are happy as well.
Yeah, and it's really, really nice to play in countries that we've never even been in. That makes the people even more happy that we'd come to random small place, you know. Even playing small clubs doesn't matter. It's we're doing it for the fans, so.
Yeah. Yes. Totally agree.
So shortly before the tour, Jerry had a small baby, the drummer, and the bass player Frederick decided to leave the band. How are the new guys getting on with the rest of the band?
I don't know. Right now, it's like we are just 4 members for right now touring. We are not yet decided who is going to take Frederick's place. We're going to figure that out. But right now, how we have worked everything out right now with Tarald and with Daniel on bass, it's working great. So we're very happy to be, have that fortune to be able to have them with us because, yeah, that's what I can say about that.
Okay, and so the album you are promoting is called Sovereign. Why did you choose this word as a title for the whole album, and how does it relate to the concept?
Over to Anders.
Okay. Let me see. It's a powerful word. It's a very old, archaic word for sovereign or king, royalty. And what I personally was thinking when I thought about that word is that apart from the word itself, how shall I put it? It translates on the album like it's the whole consciousness, the cosmos, the universe. That's the only sovereign that there is. Everything else is an illusion, and that's what the album cover also represents. You have the galaxies, the stars. You have the trees, the earth, and you have the eye in the middle that is like combines everything. It's the whole all is one concept, like Carl Sagan talked about. So that's what inspired me, and I think it's a very doomy word as well, sovereign. So that's what it relates to.
So in other words, if I have to say how I feel when I hear it in relation to all the lyrics and how it translates, is that the only true king or true sovereign that we should not worship but think about or appreciate is the actual laws of the universe, everything that is above everything else in creation. And the only thing that is above everything else in creation that is the true sovereign is the actual principles and the laws of out of which things are created, the creative force. So when we think of God, we don't think of it in the worship religious way that people do, but what comes down to the actual driving force of everything in existence, and that's pretty much a theme of this album as well. It's bigger than just struggles on the earth or with people. It's also how you relate to the big picture, and how that doesn't make your life any easier. But again, knowing all these things also gives you perspective on what a true sovereign really is. So yeah.
Thanks a lot. It all applies to us as well. So.
Yeah.
And it's a very nice concept, and the word sounds like it's the ring of the word. Yeah, it's very good. So I wanted to know, was there a specific song on the album which was a challenge, let's say, for you to record, to finish, or master? Johan?
Yeah. I can easily say that. Answer that question. Should be the second song on the album, Wretched Tide. Yeah, okay. I struggled with that I've written the basics of the song almost a year before it was finished, and there was something missing all the time. It took like right about to had to start lay down the drums, so I just finished it, and always try these different things, moving things around, you know, in the recording program I have. But finally, it felt right, and that's the only song I feel like I struggled with writing on the album. So, Wretched Tide.
Maybe because it sounded more happy.
Yeah, probably a bit different. Yeah.
But still very powerful song, I think.
Yeah.
Very powerful chorus.
And so recently you have also released a new music video for Stellar Tombs. Tell us something more about it. How was it to shoot in such unique conditions and environment?
Okay. It was cold. It was really freaking cold and very windy, but it was unreal to actually be in Iceland and see all of that, and it felt like a different planet. So it was kind of hard to then get into a whole acting mode where you have to play out a story, because you were just so taken by everything, and pictures or even the video itself couldn't do it justice, you know, to actually be there. So it was a really great experience, and the director Bowen, he's a very positive and creative guy, very easy to work with. It was a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun, and we really wanted something different, not just, you know, the band standing in the forest wearing a dress, miming to a song, because that's been done to death. So we wanted something a bit more impressionistic and a little bit metaphorical and symbolic, and so we know that that's maybe something that most of the people who expect the dress and forest videos might not have gotten, but a lot of people appreciate it as well, and they get the message, because Draconian is about that kind of message, you know, so a bit larger than ourselves and less ego involved. So yeah, but it was great. It was a great experience.
The video is also it's really powerful, and it sends this message, I think.
Yeah.
And the Bowen was like, we let him interpret the song himself a little bit, I think, right? Yeah. So it's a little bit of his vision of the lyric and the feeling he gets from the song as well. So that's pretty cool. It has him as a director written all over it. So, yeah.
Okay. We were wondering, are there any specific songs for each one of you that you enjoy the most playing live?
Oh, for me personally, I think A Singer of Loss is my personal favorite, which we're doing live, because I really like the atmosphere of that song, and it's very fun to play. So, yeah.
I think it has everything that Draconian is about. You know,
Yeah,
it's very. I like it very much. It's very. I always, you know, it's like 10 years ago now. I think that album came out. I never ever got tired of that song, especially live. You know, it's great. So I would say that too.
Yeah, it really depends on the mood, and if you haven't played a song in a long time, maybe it's. But my personal favorites like Earthbound, Dishearten, and Cry Silence. Yes. But if you have played Cry Silence for like 10 shows in a row, you maybe don't want to play it. But yeah, those are the songs for me. Yes, enjoy the most.
I would say from the old songs, I really enjoy Morphine Cloud. Although playing that song is hard because I always want to start crying when I sing it. Because that was probably one of my first favorite Draconian songs. And of the new songs, I would say Pale Tortured Blue. I really like that song. It's more weepy and slow and epic. Yeah, exactly. So that I like that one. And you?
Oh. I have seen you live just once, and I really enjoyed Heavy Lays the Crown, because it was the first time you played that in Hodonin. Yeah, but I would love to hear Dishearten. Yeah, but you played that as well there. So. Yeah. Okay. If you weren't a musician, what other profession would you like to do?
Astrophysicist.
Oh.
Archaeologist.
Oh, that's interesting.
Stole my thunder. No, actually, I don't want to. I always wanted to travel the world and, you know, look at lost civilizations and where they used to be and stuff like that. But I'm pretty happy working in healthcare, because I like helping people. I feel good about myself. So I'm pretty good where I am.
I don't know. I will go Spinal Tap on you here and say, shoe salesman. Yeah.
And if you were to meet a famous person, someone who inspires you, dead or alive, who would it be and why? I know this can be a difficult question, but do you have someone specific in mind?
I would say Alan Watts or Carl Sagan, people with a lot of spiritual and cosmic wisdom, because it's positive, it inspires creativity, and it inspires dealing with life in a good way, So those would be my two choices.
I would love to have a couple of drinks with Lemmy. That's all.
Yeah, that's sad.
I would say, I don't want to be boring, but I agree with Heike. Alan Watts and Carl Sagan, I mean, these two people inspire me so much, and just listening to them speak makes me feel better.
Terence McKenna.
Yeah, Terence. And you also have his brother, Dennis McKenna, very, very, very inspiring people. So.
Yeah, my life is all about music, so inspiring people in my life is like good songwriters. There are many: Steven Wilson, Eric Bloom, Jeff Lynne. I like those kind of that puts the songwriting to an edge and really has their own style. Yeah, but it depends. It differs from time to time.
Johan wants to meet himself.
Well, maybe, when you are old, you would like to meet your younger self, or...
Interesting, yeah.
I have one more, actually. I would have loved, it's of course too late, to sit down and have a chat with Syd Barrett. Just trying to figure him out. That would be nice.
No wonders. So, what are your plans after the tour? More touring or a little break, some holidays, summer festivals? Are you thinking the new album already or not yet?
Well, we have shows booked up until August already, so we'll be playing almost every month, and we're planning to maybe do an EP. We're talking about it, so we want to let the new album, as Anders would say, marinate a little. So to use a food nerd term. So yeah. So but yeah, we do want to release something interesting. We can't tell you yet. There's some interesting things happening. But yeah,
we can't wait. Believe me. So thank you for your interview. Thank you for your time. It was very nice talking to you, and have good luck at the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
For the opportunity.
Tie najdrsnejšie informačné riffy ti prináša www.rocker.sk.